And here's the Investigator that is really, really hostile. And we are drawing even more cards and life gaining even more. Alright. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are continuing our rampage at the top of the Mythic, fighting for those top spots with Golgari, and this Golgari is amazing. We have so many new tools. Let's go just quickly over them. Vaultborn Tyrant. This card is insane. Not only it fully stabilizes you, gaining life, drawing cards. When it dies, you draw cards, you gain life, and you have another 6/6. This is a juggernaut. Even if you have one, it will win you so many games. We also have the Desert Worm. 4 mana, flesh creature, 6/5 with flesh and trample. I mean, it's pretty good statted. And the best part, when this dies, it goes to your graveyard, of course, and for 2 mana you ramp for free. We have enough deserts, so we always get there, and we need to control the desert to get the value. We'll talk about them more. We also have this one, so you will have your deserts. We can search for them with Armadillo. It's basically like herd migration, but for deserts, and you still gain the life. And last but not least, the tutor for Golgari, probably one of my favorite cards from the new set for this type of deck. This digs you twice amount of lands deep into your library for the tutor, and you can plot it. That's the key ingredient. You can plot it on turn 3, and later you can, for the rest of the game, just try to find the perfect card moment you need it. Sweeper, Titania's Command, Tyrant, you have them all basically. So this is how you can absolutely get the missing piece to win the game. I love it. It's so cool, especially with Golgari that you have so many lands. And of course we have Shigeki and the Turtle, so when we get going, we go absolutely infinite. I really think you will enjoy this, and we will have some pretty epic games. So yeah, if you aren't subscribed, you know what to do to support the channel and to support your Magic experience with the new decks every single day. And yeah, have fun guys, and I hope you will enjoy Golgari as much as I did. Let's see what type of aggro you are. Oh, you are a white aggro. Good, that definitely fits my duress on turn first. We need to hit some lands. I like you, Shigeki. I mean, they don't really... Well, is this good? This is really slow, man. But it can be our next play, you know? And it ramps us potentially into Deadly Cover-Up. I'll take it. At this point, I will take it. Well, I made the cardinal sin of standard. I didn't draw removal in my first opening hand. So let's see it. Let's see it. We cannot block the officer, unfortunately, because of the Vanguard. We can try to block those Adeline tokens. Oh, they didn't draw a land. Alright. So we can just go with the Vanguard. They don't attack, that's fine. Good choice by them, of course. And we get at least this part. Man, our draw is so slow. Let's go like this because we know that we'll hit land. Listen, I'm not risking it. I might actually whiff fully. We can block anything on this turn. However, if they play the Vampire, of course they do. Adeline is actually okay. The Vampire is more problematic because we are sweeping on the next turn. Okay. And let's mitigate the most, no trample. We are guaranteed to hit a land and sweep the board, and we can start to go from there. This is actually a little bit better, right? I should have enough colored mana. Titania's Command is a great card, so a little bit... Okay, I am taking it. the cards you need every single turn forever, basically. And we didn't hit a land, so I'm pretty happy I went for this decision. And I mean, let's clear the board. What do we go for? I can go with the... No, they don't have the Evangelist right now. I can get rid of Adeline. But we have good removal. We actually want them to go for Adeline. I don't think there's any card that we mind right now. So, and we use the graveyard in some extent, so we don't want to exile unless we, you know, get some value here. We have the desert, don't forget, so we can use the Rattlewurm. Oh man, we are missing those lands like crazy so far. Can I just go double Shigeki? I think I just Rattlewurm. But then what? Then we hold up the removal maybe? Sorry, I need to think about this one. We have a lot of options. So Shigeki is very nice. They play Adeline. We can block this and the token, so we only get hit by 2. But then we cannot sweep the board on the next turn, so that's the big problem. I think we just hold the mana, and we either go for the Rattlewurm, or just removal, and that ramps us, so that will help a little bit. Here it is. Here it is. Right, they're going a little bit all in here. And they want to go into combat phase. Alright, so I think killing this is just simply better, man. Because this also creates another token, right? When we deadly cover up. So we want to make sure. Yeah, I can channel for 0. They will get some extra damage from Adeline, but it's not the biggest deal. I would love to get some extra mana, man. It's very hard. Like, we are a bit, you know, on the low side here. Alright. Let's do it again. Oh, what do you need in standard except removal? So, Evangelist is something I really don't like. I think we go for the evidence here. I like Titania's Commando. This should be good. And this duress hurt. This is the card that really is messy. Okay, that's fine. 1. Alright, let's check his build. Triple Knight of Chaos, a lot of Catars, 1 removal, and of course Talia. Alright, we kinda know what we need to expect here. I really want the land. If we play Tyrant, we should be absolutely, you know, fine. It can get, you know, it can die to the ossification. You know what? I'll take this one. That should be enough, because now we can finally go Shigeki. And that means we can start ramping, fixing our mana, and now I think he needs to scoop. Like, with this draw, he doesn't really have anything. Of course, he can remove the first one, but we just, you know, start from there. Human. Yep. Explosion time. Whenever they highlight your Planeswalker, I learned that they usually scoop. It's really high rank, so maybe they stick for a moment. Like, technically, they don't know what our hand is, and maybe they can close the game somehow, you know? Sometimes it's worth to fight for rank. But I don't... Oh, right, they have ossification. They think whether they want to get rid of Liliana or Shigeki. I'll tell you, you want to get rid of Shigeki. Good choice, my friend. Good choice. That means they need to play the card. Alright, that's fair. And, oh man, if I played this, he will scoop so quickly. And that's fine. I really want to play the Tyrant. Okay, just making sure I don't sacrifice anything. And we don't get rid of the cards. Our cards are really nice. We'll do it when he keeps the card. So, moment we hit 7 land, man, this is really strong draw. Like, they can use all the mana, but it shouldn't matter. Alright, we are not getting there, but we'll get there later. Alright, let's sit. Let's make it interesting. Let's give him hope. To be fair, this is really bad draw for them. And they know that it won't go through, so, you know, not the biggest decision of the game. We go like this, we go for the trick. We could kill it as well, but I actually want to go like this. Because we can then potentially ramp even harder. And that will be the desert. Let's go for this one. This one surveils, and I need a cheap value right now. Life gain? Absolutely. Land into life gain, that's great. And I mean, listen, listen. They might top deck a Brutal Qatar, but even then, we get really good value here. To be fair, I think we can just discard something.
I'm tired of your
This is good, like we don't need it in the hand because it's better in the graveyard to ramp us for 2 mana. So Brutal Qatar is the only way that he can even try to fight for this. And Knight of Chaos is great, but it's just 1-drops. Okay, a lot of... You know what? Let's fight. Let's fight. Our opponent is fighting. But we have Shigeki and Deadly Cover-Ups in the graveyard. I think we still have one. But I appreciate... You know what? I appreciate it that we are making it interesting. Let's get this one. Alright, so what do we go for? We have the Tyrant, which is very cool. He still has one in the hand. Perfect. Absolutely love it, my friend. I appreciate your sacrifice. And here's the Investigator that is really, really hostile. And we are drawing even more cards and life gaining even more. Alright, that's very, very hard to recover for him. And no artifacts, right? And I think Liliana can do a little bit more. He doesn't want to sacrifice any of those. This draws him cards from the next turn. Like, he's staying because he thinks he will draw cards with the officer. And you can see that even after all of this, when they give you some, you know, run for your money. I would go with Adversary probably. Either Adversary or Knight of Chaos. Officer is something he needs to keep. Otherwise he won't get cards with them. Man, he's making really nice choices so far. Like, I'll give him that. That also means we go for the recruitment officer. Now he can... And I'm not killing him. I'm having way too much fun. I'm having way too much fun, my friend. Yeah, it is nice. we managed to get with the thanks instead of nice. Alright, let's sit. This is the phase of the game where, to be honest, like, I should probably play seriously because we are really at high rank. But I just can't, you know, deny myself fun of, you know, getting this part of the game when we are in full control of everything and they suffer a little bit. You know, it's fine. It's fine. We just motivate them to change the deck. So, I should probably start killing him soon. What do you do? Discarding a card. I mean, we should just go with this and kill him, you know? I'm sorry. We have to. Enchantment, sure. I'll get my Shigeki back. And we submit 0 Planeswalkers. I don't know what exactly I paid, so I'm just going with something like this. Oh, it will tell me. That's great. I should probably get rid of Liliana because of Shigeki not hitting the legendaries, but I think it looks better this way. 10 damage. Go. Man, he's a fighter. Until then, I think we played against each other a bit. So we can life gain here 3. We can use Shigeki for at least 1 extra card. Oh, 2 extra cards because we have this treasure token. And they are fighting. Let's see what they drew this time. A scrap. Well, definitely not the type of draw we want at this stage of the game. It's better on turn 1. Like, it's actually fun to play against this guy. Like, he's a bro. So, I mean, let's draw a card. Shall we? Okay. And Ranch is really nice to make sure that you have nice selection of, you know, stuff. Listen, what would happen if I did this? I mean, they aren't fully dead, but they need to make the trade that hurts their soul. Blocking with Talia. No, not here. Not, bro, not here. The other one. Well, they will learn it the hard way. They will learn it the hard way. Alright. Another aggro smorked. Alright, and rightfully so. We have desert. We have a lot of tabla. I think we drew all of them. But it actually is okay. Kinda. I like the card, but we already have 1 in the hand. We need something way, way faster. Because you know that if this is high mythic, this will be some of the 2 aggro decks that are here. Let's go with Duress and make sure that bad things don't happen to us on the next turn. Alright, at least the choice is pretty easy. We already have Deadly Cover-Up, and let's more... Well, this is a moral victory. We already are ahead in life total, right? Let's savor this moment while it lasts. Alright, so we have Deadly Cover-Up, we have the Rattlewurm. The next turn will be absolutely horribly bad for us. But other than this, man, I'm faking everything here. I'm just faking it. Alright, we don't need combat phase. He has nothing unless he drew something. Yeah, alright. So we make a stop here. Alright. Not having removal is a big deal, you know? Alright. On the next turn we can start doing stuff. But right now we are not doing stuff. Alright, good for him. So this will hit us 2 turns in a row because it will have flying on the next turn. I think he probably figured out that something is wrong, but, you know, at this point you kinda know. Alright, so we have the desert, right? Just making sure. We have the Rattlewurms. No reach. Something to remember. Alright. So this will have flank. We won't have great targets, and we need to go into deadly cover-up very quickly. We have the mana, but it might be rough. It might absolutely be rough, and they will have double bats, so we are in some trouble, man. We're absolutely in some trouble. I really hope, well, it's so free, man. If he didn't have this, that would be so much better. But at least we killed the Evangelist, so there's something. But we have to sweep on the next turn. So it's not perfect. Here's your Battle Cry, and here's my Rattlewurm. This makes it that the board after this turn will be better. The problem is that we didn't hit removal this game. Have you? Oh, thank you removal this game. It's nice that you are finally here. You know, a little bit late, but it's fine. I like this card. It's very expensive. We might use it for Deadly Cover-Up, right? What is the other card? Do we want it? It's not a bad card, but we are so behind already, man. I don't think we have the luxury. We just don't have the luxury. And because all of this, we have to Deadly Cover-Up. So, we want to attack, right? Why not? Why not? Can I attack, please? Thank you. Thank you, Magic. Man, can you believe that that would be lethal in, like, next turn? But it's fine. Yeah, it is nice. My decks are nice, bro. So we will go with this and Duress, I guess. Not sure what really we will go for, to be absolutely honest. Evangelist is great. So is the Call. We have some life gain. Maybe we just want more cards in his graveyard. Is there anything we want to really exile? I will go with the Evangelist, just because it's so messy. They cannot play it. That's really good, man. Wow, hi. Hello there. Well, that's a dragon. It's an interesting choice. They only play one of this. That's so greedy. And one frontliner. How many caverns? 2. Alright, just out of curiosity. It's so weird they play only 2 Knight of Chaos. This is like basically their best card in the deck. I don't think the dragon is anytime as good as this. But it might be good enough with the draw that, you know, they got. So let's see it. They still can play this, of course, and we cannot block this. We'll see. The next draw will be kinda important. I really want untapped land, but not sure if we can get there. Of course, they have a lot of new threats. So normally you don't really care, but we are so behind after not hitting, you know, the only true card of standard, so the removal. I don't think this is good enough. I think this is a worm into go for the throat, and we might still die. So right now the question, how good is your draw? So far it's really good. If they have Recruiter, they will win. They're searching for Recruiter, so they can win. I mean, I can remove 2 creatures. I can get there if he just gives me a moment of, you know, normal gaming. Let's see it. Here's the attack. Okay, this is correct mana. And we need to mitigate as much damage as possible. Let's go blockers here. Do we want this or this? Is there a difference? I don't think there is. And we still need to remove the bat, because that lowers damage by 33%, basically. Oh, there is a difference. We want cards in the graveyard. But this is still something we cannot kill. So this might kill us in later turns. It's not a card, so we lose 1 life gain. Yep, you absolutely need to do it in response to feel that you did something. Alright. Okay. Full recovery mode. I cannot kill him, it's close, but I cannot. So we will just go with this. 2 bears. And life gain, right? So if he whiffs, we can use bears to block this. And this is only 2 damage. So we could potentially kill him on the next turn. But I think we go with bears and the life gain. How many cards do I have? I have only 4. He has 5. So let's go for his. It's not perfect, but it gives us a little bit more, room. This way it will be harder to kill us. And maybe force some defense on him. Of course they don't block. You don't block as an aggro. You just play your cards from top and see who wins. And ladies and gentlemen, even with this draw, absolutely dead early game, we still managed to not only stabilize but also get him out of the game. Well, Golgari, man, the Titania's command did so much work together with the worm. Alright, let's see this one. I mean, we have removal. That's good. What can I say? It's a little bit scary because I feel that if we have full hand of removal and we are on the play, it has to be a control deck, right? It has to be a control deck. Of course it's a control deck. See? So we will go with Avarice, and if he has no more lives, I think we're out. Because we hit the wrong part of the deck. We win the other matchup with this, but we lose this one. And usually they have no more lives. Easy. We don't have desert, so we actually need to main phase it. As long as it's killed and not exiled, we still get some value, so, I'll take it. But also we didn't hit any desert, so this is also way weaker than it should be. Of course, an exile effect. Man, Matchmaker and Shuffler are really working together on this one. Oh man, that's brutal. Now we get the desert after we already made the play. It's just getting better, man. I mean, we need to get some good cards from the top, because so far it's a disaster. Alright, they're going super aggressive with this. They think that we cannot answer it, which is great for us. Pay 3 life, kill the fairy. Best we can do. This will be a bit of a problem, but Okay, this is a first good draw. This is a first good draw. So we have to get rid of this. And there is a chance we might fix all of this, but that was the messiest start I ever had. Alright, if we can start discarding bad cards, that would be really helpful. I honestly think we need to start hitting them in the hand. We definitely want the Tyrant, and we also want the Rattlewurm. The Dissipate on this also hurts so much, man. We can use the Ranch. We can, send our top card to the Ranch. And we'll see. I cannot play the Worm because he will just play some weird removal.
We must protect the
If he attacks, he knows I have the cottage. So that nearly guarantees, right, that he has the answer. Okay, they're going white. That's good. That's good. Maybe they don't have it. Okay, they have it probably. That's it. Okay, you know what? I'm getting something done. Maybe it's not fully over. Oh, I don't want to. I want both of them. This is rough. I really want the Tyrant. So I'm killing. So I can sacrifice Liliana, but that's not great. I think we really just go for this. Floating is great, but at this point I need some value. So it's not an instant. All right. Okay, guys. Okay. Shigeki. It's something. I think we need to play like this, man. Is that another Emperor? Yep, it's another well, no, that was block face. Alright. Listen, if I play Shigeki right now, they theoretically cannot kill Liliana. I'm going for this play, man. I can also ramp on the next turn. Worst case, we can go for the ranch. Do we kill this? I want Liliana, like, she's great. And now they need to find the answer. Urza, strong, but acceptable. Alright. Pure top deck wars, but we have better cards. I need to get to 7, but we have the way to do it. Alright, this is the most important top deck of the game. We could try to be aggressive, but I don't like our odds then. I think we can outvalue this guy. Okay, that's a strong draw. But I think we can beat it. I hope. Yeah, we have Deadly Cover-Up. We can get it with Shigeki at some point. Man, this started so bad and we are in the game somehow. Maybe there's a chance. Unfortunately, we cannot get the card right now. So I don't need the ranch. We'll just go with this one. Alright, some quality milling right there. Alright, we can get rid of 2 creatures. Alright, I think I know. So, let's start by being very aggressive here. I think we can kill him in 2 turns. He doesn't know it yet, but we can, and he won't be able to raise us. He doesn't have good blocks, so he probably won't block at all. But if he blocks with anything, well, the trample makes it even harder. They can triple block, and that means I kill 2 of those creatures, but I don't think it's worth it. Well, that doesn't kill any of it. Alright, that was a very strange block. And I love it. I'm here for it, man. Weird blocks, call me in. So we will force him to get rid of this. And I'm still going for the Tyrant while he has no counter spells. And this should make sure that we outvalue him super hard. Even the Sunfall top deck won't win him the game. And that's like literally the best draw. Well, you just need the second part, bro. I appreciate it. So they had the milestone, right? Oh man, I don't know how we won this one, but I'll take the win. Alright, so is this deck cool? Absolutely. I really enjoyed it, and with, you know, all the new tools, it feels like a very fresh deck. It just has so many new ways to play. With the Tyrant, I was really happy with this. I was originally super hesitant because it's a 7-drop, it's not fully a control card, but man, having single one of them means you can tap out fully, your opponent probably cannot kill you in response, even if he top decks something like, you know, Lightning Strike, something with haste, a big Godric, whatever, he probably cannot burn you, and then you end up with a 6/6, and if this dies, it gives you even more value, because you draw cards, you get extra, you know, ways to play the next turn, so it just smooths everything for you. So that was really great. Having the Rattlewurm was really helpful. Nobody really expects it, so you get those ambushes that are absolutely brutal. For 4 mana, 6/5, man, how overstated green is. And it's still hard to play. That gives you so many good traits against all the aggro decks. The only problem is that it doesn't have reach, so, you know, it cannot be perfect, but you will get at least 1 instant good trait, and then for the next turns, it really defends, you know, you from any kind of damage. We don't have super much life gain, so the Tyrant, Titania's Command, and Virtue is the bigger one, biggest ones. Why was it so hard to say? With Armadillo, we can, you know, supplement it a little bit, but you need to be careful, especially that you play Bitter Triumph and Avarice, so, you know, be careful about it. We also didn't talk about, well, this removal, that was an experiment, but I kinda like the card. I will try using it more. You know, having extra ramp on top of removal cannot be understated, and it targets both creature and planeswalker, so it's never a dead card and always is useful while also giving you extra mana. And you know, in many decks this one extra mana doesn't super contribute maybe, but with Shigeki deck, come on, it will be sooner or later an extra card because of Shigeki channel. So I really liked it. It's a little bit slow, but that's why we only play one. We still rely on the, you know, main removal, and we have plenty of it. And we also have Hostile Investigator, card that probably will see some play sooner or later. It's, man, this can be a 3 for 1. Also, it has very decent stats, especially for trading. Like, it trades up, right, a little bit. Maybe not for 4-drop against shorted, but you get more aggressive stat line on top of discarding a card and drawing a card, basically. And don't forget that this triggers permanently. Like, every time you discard anything from your opponent's hand, you will get a card. So, man, that's really brutal. And you have duresses, you know, so you can do stuff with this card. I really enjoyed it. Of course, it's hard to play 2 mana because everything is aggressive and very often they don't have the card. And one of the cool things is that even if your opponent is pure top deck mode, you will get the value from this every single time. That was just a card that I wouldn't be surprised if we see it more. It's kind of weird that this isn't played everywhere, man. This tells a lot about the power level of the standard right now. This card is packed with value, man. And we didn't talk about the ranch. You can say, oh my god, you need to send it to the ranch. It doesn't fit the deck. You don't have mounts. However, I noticed that you can put the card on the bottom. Whatever card. That means this gives you a selection, and that's good enough because we already wanted the desert. This comes into battlefield untapped, so it's already good. We could have pylons with survey, of course, but I felt that this is a cool experiment and it gives you some kind of, you know, top deck selection. And with Golgari, sometimes before you activate your Shigeki engine, sometimes you can be low on value while having a lot of lands because everything ramps us. So I thought that this should be a great fit, and you know, it never hurt me. Sometimes it was useful. I kinda liked it. And yeah, I mean, that is the deck. I hope you will like it. I missed Golgari Control so much, especially in this version. Pillage the Bog is probably my favorite card. This is something unique to Golgari, and it makes such a big difference. It's always hard to play tutor into the card you are tutoring. This eliminates this problem, and very easy. It's, you know, very often it's easy to just take one turn off and, you know, set it up for later. And then for the rest of the game, your opponent has a problem. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this a little bit longer outro, but come on, it's Golgari. It's nearly as exciting as Dimir for me. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching as always. You guys are absolutely cool, and I couldn't be more thankful for all your support. You know, cool comments. I'm reading them literally daily. So thank you for leaving them, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow.